Elimination Chamber, the apex of combat, Lee Moriarty. His partner from Miami, Florida, Sonny Vice. Together, they are the team of Moriarty Vice. 1 fall, 20 minutes.
Wait a second. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Did they just say Moriarty Vice?
They did, Rev. I know you're getting up there in years, but you don't need hearing aids yet.
Oh, thank you. But I don't know if this is Lionel Richie or whatever this mess is, but we have two of RYSE's best single wrestlers, Sonny Vice and Lee Moriarty, versus RYSE's best tag team. And I think I'm looking for one heck of a night tonight. The main event actually called. Wait a second.
You're looking for something, right? Hold these, please. See, I confiscated something for evidence, and I'm going to reveal it to you right now.
Where's he going? Where's he going? I think Lee said he's coming back with. I think is that the secret stuff?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh!
That's not funny. Lee stole the secret stuff. That's one of the 10 commandments. That's when that's steal. You know anything about that, you heathen?
I just think it's funny. The main event's own bottle there being used against him, and look at this. The main event being thrown off their game on more ways than one. Here before this match even starts. Interesting strategy by Moriarty Vice here.
You know, I'm still trying to get used to this game right now. I'm not really concerned about that. I'm concerned about the play calling that was just made by the main event.
The history, though. This is what's interesting about that play calling. The main event has a long history with Lee Moriarty. So already out of the gate, Lee Moriarty's trying to throw him off their game.
I mean, but even when we look at the connection right now, which I'm still trying to wrap my head around, it's slightly coming on me. But Moriarty Vice right now, the main event called out Lee last show. Lee didn't quite want to answer that, and well, the main event do what they do best, and they laid him out. I mean, that's what you take out a missing link right there.
Before this one starts, keep in mind if you're questioning where the Grand Championship is, Derek Direction has stolen the title from Lee Moriarty. More on that to come. And the main event versus Moriarty Vice to come here and now at the Stronghold. Duke Davis starting it off against the reigning champ, even though he doesn't have that belt, as I mentioned.
It's not pretty? It's not good. Fine. It's very gorgeous.
This is gorgeous. You know, you can't buy that at the store. No matter how much of the blood magic muscles you want, Shane, you can't buy Duke Davis in the store.
And the fans are fired up for the champion. What an interesting start to this one, huh, Rev?
You know what? I've thought that I've seen it all, but I think fake mustaches are in style for the year of 2018.
Oh. What an exchange this is going to be here. Duke Davis, Lee Moriarty, a lot of history between them. Roll up here. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
You know what? Something is very interesting about this as Lee is smiling. I don't really think this is fun and games right now.
Oh, man.
And I think that actually proved my point. The main event does not. The main event does not come for fun and games. They come because they mean business. And right now, I mean, Lee is the top tier guy without that mustache that Duke Davis has in his hand. Lee is one of the top tier guys, if not all, of pro wrestling within this side of Pennsylvania.
Here comes the Bruce Lee of pro wrestling, the apex of combat. Lee Moriarty gets the tag on Sonny Vice. And now taking a page out of the main event's book, working on the same level here. What teamwork. In the main event, suddenly in a precarious position.
Ganon Jones Jr. in the ring now. Double line! Turning one half of Moriarty Vice inside out, dropping them both straight cold. I don't know, they might have dislocated their jaw there. One of the best clotheslines I've ever seen in the business.
Just like that, Duke Davis back up. The main event back on the same page here.
Now, once again, it seems like it's been a theme for some part of the night right now, but the size difference right now.
Wait a second. What a reversal that was. Main event. Stopping that collision. Here comes Lee Moriarty, Sonny Vice up to the top rope. Rolling the dice here. Caught in midair. Oh, and now they go into each other. Can't stop that one.
One thing that you can notice right here, they understand that the size game is completely different. There's a double drop kick, and both members of the main event are out of the ring right now. And what I was about to say, which is a testimony to it right now, they understand that the size game is a difference. However, they know that they can perhaps have a speed advantage within this as well. It's all about learning to use your strengths. Don't try to fight a person at a level that you're not at. Use the strengths that you already have. And I think Moriarty Vice is doing that right now.
Here comes Lee Moriarty. Oh!
Look at the strength Duke Davis catching.
Oh! What impact. And up goes Sonny Vice and Lee Moriarty. I am extremely impressed by the teamwork here. From the very start, they were trying to throw the main event off their game, and so far it's working, Rev. This is the biggest threat I've seen to the main event in quite a while.
I think this is the biggest threat because, you know, through this, there's not only just an ordinary connection. This isn't a team that's been put together just by tonight, but Sonny Vice actually tried to make the save, but suffered the same fate when he tried to save Lee Moriarty at last event. No one has been able to defeat or beat the main event in a tag team of over 18 months of action here at RYSE, but you know, this might be able to play some type of factor in this tonight.
Put your tongue back in your mouth.
Ganon Jones Jr. saying choke the life out of him, and notice Duke was putting all of his weight, all of that 6'6" frame on the weight of the neck within that bottom rope. And now, like we said, with any other tag team, they cut the ring off right now. Oh! Snapmare, double kick right down.
Sonny Vice is motionless in the center of the ring, cover, and there is the kick out.
Uh-oh, Lee Moriarty's a little bit fired up for getting knocked off the apron. Lee wants in.
Referee holding Lee Moriarty back,
Referee
but look at this
Shields.
in the corner. Duke Davis taking it to Sonny Vice. Come on, ref, turn around.
What do you mean turn around? Nothing's going on. Ganon's just saying that Lee was trying to get in the ring and cheat, man. What do you
Whatever
expect to happen?
excuses you want to make for the main event.
It's not called excuses. It's called
the boot
simple
driven.
principles of truth.
Right into the jaw of Sonny Vice. Excellent teamwork by the main event. You might not agree with their tactics,
5 minutes gone.
the
5 minutes.
ethics behind them, but they are effective.
Agree what you want. Here's the thing. This is a man's game. This is about getting the win at whatever cost that you can. Get the win no matter what way you can. That's what the main event's doing right now. You see the playbook that's on Ganon Jones Jr.'s arm. Now, we said this before. I think this is that pass-off suplex right here, if I'm correct. There we go. And up, allowing that blood to rush to the head of Sonny Vice. Once I get there, big drop right there on that suplex. Notice the stall of that suplex, that blood rushed a little bit longer to the head of Sonny Vice. Here goes the pin.
And another kick out from Sonny Vice. Not out of it yet. Lee Moriarty anxiously waiting on the apron.
Duke Davis is in full control, man. Full control right now, and I'm loving it. The main event actually stood tall at the last event, but my thing is, are they making
Sonny
too
Vice.
many enemies?
That's the question, Rev. They're also recruiting a lot of new talent as well, as we saw with London Ali.
Which I say was an
And Tony
absolutely beautiful decision, in my personal opinion.
And again, you see, they are the total package as far as a tag team, Rev. They have the size, they have the strength, technique, and Lee Moriarty diving into the ring. being restrained by the referee. And again, you see over in the opposite corner, Sonny Vice is being punished by Ganon Jones this time.
It's not called being punished. Ganon's looking at a playbook. They didn't do anything wrong. Not a single thing wrong.
You have eyesight like the referee, Rev. You might need to look in the glasses.
Yeah, you seem like you're the type of guy that's, I don't know, chanting for Cleveland to win in the NBA Finals. You want to call foul any chance you get. There's no foul in this. This is a man's game. This is teamwork. This is what's going on. The main event is one of the best established tag teams in all of pro wrestling, and right now here at RYSE.
That's right, Rev. I'm not going to disagree with you.
Yeah, you better not disagree.
Premier tag team action.
The Rev speaks truth. And what the Rev is going to speak truth right now is that precise 9th-inch kick that went to the spinal cord of Sonny Vice right there. If you take a man's back out right there, that's all it is right there. You have no weight. You have no distribution. These two guys are high flyers. If you take out their back, you can't go as high as you can.
Sonny Vice reaching.
Can he make a tag? Close but no cigar.
Tag and instead takes the drop kick.
The best drop kick in the business.
Another cover here. 2. No, Sonny Vice kicks out.
You know what? I think that there could have been a little bit of a different outcome. I believe that was one of the greatest, and everyone has been saying it, the greatest drop kick in the business has been from the one and only Ganon Jones Jr. But the only thing that he could have done probably different there was hook the leg of his opponent. When you go for that pin, you must hook the leg of your opponent so he doesn't have any leverage when he tries to kick out of that pin. If he would have did that, we could have had the match over just like that.
Cheap shot from Ganon Jones Jr. and now he goes hurtling into the...
This could be the opportunity that Sonny Vice makes that tag. Lee is wanting it. Lee is fired up for it. Can he? Oh!
There's an elbow.
Can't make that tag. See, that's beautiful awareness. Beautiful awareness.
Well, how long has Sonny Vice been in the ring now? I mean, he has just been picked apart by the main event. And look at the athleticism. It's not just the size. It's the perfect combination. And Sonny Vice, how much more can he take?
Oh.
This is ridiculous here now. Again, the arrogance leading to a kick out. And like you said, Rev, maybe they need to just focus in here and try to put Sonny Vice away.
You know what? It
could come back to haunt him.
It could work as a blessing and a cure. I mean, when you're in it and going right to this abdominal stretch right now, as the main event is keeping it on their side of the ring right now, Lee is ready to make the tag. However, Sonny Vice is 3/4 of the way across the ring. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful teamwork.
Ref.
Beautiful teamwork. Ref can't see it. He's so focused to see if Sonny Vice is going to tap.
Well, you can see the hands clasped there. Referee just now sees it. And here comes Lee Moriarty.
Get Lee Moriarty out the ring.
The referee again restraining him. Back's turned, and the main event capitalizes. Yet again. Sonny Vice up on the shoulders of Duke Davis.
Big slam! Pretty much slamming the spinal cord right out of Sonny Vice right there. Duke says he has this right now. Shane, I've rarely ever seen big men go to the top. And this is what I'm talking about, the athleticism of the main event right now. Lord Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh!
And he misses it. The tailbone, the back.
And that's the cost right there. I mean, that's the cost. I've been there myself. We've talked about this on numerous occasions. All it takes is a few seconds. Go to the top, make one mistake.
Sonny Vice again reaching. Enziguri there. Delivered to Ganon Jones
Tag is finally made,
Here
Shane.
comes Lee Moriarty. Here comes the RYSE Grand Champion.
Oh!
And there's the
Uppercut after uppercut.
Back and forth he goes to each turnbuckle. And each member of the main event. And oh! Ganon Jones Jr. lands his clothesline on Duke Davis. Lee Moriarty taking it to Ganon Jones. What a...
All it takes is one strong, precise punch. And Lee Moriarty known as the apex of combat right there. Which means, look at that, just like that roundhouse kick. All it takes is the precision of Lee. I mean, he's been trained by one of the greatest, Brandon Cate, but also he is a student of the one and only Bruce Lee. I mean, one of the greatest guys all within the realm of combat fighting.
And there
Frog
comes Sonny
splash.
Vice.
Could this be it?
Here,
2. Oh!
18
Is
months.
that 3? Wait. So close.
18 months you mentioned where the main event has not been defeated, and it almost came to an end right there in 3 seconds.
A year and a half of a legacy that's being built. Some are calling them the Michael Jordan, the Kobe Bryant, the
Ganon Jones on the outside. Dropping Lee Moriarty. And Sonny Vice dropping Duke Davis.
Fans are slowly getting behind Sonny Vice. Sonny Vice is trying to get him back in the ring.
Wait a second, Ganon Jones is back.
I don't think he sees him.
He's ready.
Oh my goodness, beautiful black hole slam.
That might be all she wrote.
Is that it?
Duke Davis, the legal man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Unreal.
Kicks out yet again.
Shane, talk about close. I mean, what was that, 2 8/9? I mean, I assume I got a little bit of a Scott Steiner math. If you divide 2 by 3 and then take it to the 5th power, that could be 2 3/8 if I'm correct.
And man, you heard that impact there, the skull off the ring post.
Wait a second, Sonny Vice got Sonny Vice got the gun in. What?
Sonny Vice
I think he sprayed him in the eye.
Water gun used. Sonny Vice looking for the finish, gets the distraction, gets the hook of the leg, going for the victory here. And
great awareness. Great.
Breaks it up.
Beautiful awareness. You see, when you're in a tag team, you know, especially with these two gentlemen, they're like brothers. You know, when you're in this thick through thin, Ganon Jones Jr. capitalized at the last second and kept his eye on the swivel.
Lee Moriarty back up here, ducks on.
Oh!
The momentum carrying him out. And down on to Duke Davis.
Duke Davis and Lee Moriarty going tooth and nail right now. Duke trying to power him up a little bit. Oh my goodness! You talk about pain, Shane. I know personally that is the hardest part of the ring, that outside apron. There's no give right there. Metal beams, wood, anything you name it, no give right there.
Sonny Vice has the sleeper locked in on Ganon Jones.
Wait a second, the secret stuff.
The secret stuff.
Did he spray it into the eyes, Sonny? Did he spray it into the eyes?
Yes, the eyes of Sonny Vice. Water gun used, now the secret stuff, and there's a drop kick spine, sit down spine buster, I believe.
Wait a second, the ref's not in the ring. Oh, there he goes.
Is in the ring now, 2, 3, and
beautiful.
Sonny Vice.
In the time of 14 minutes, 26 seconds, your winners, the main event.
Lee Moriarty, Sonny Vice came so close. From the very start, they came out, they had the main event on their heels at many points in that matchup. Just not enough to get the victory, though.